And we head east to the Windward Islands and to the northern part of St Lucia. A real scene of beauty. And this is match 2 of Group C between England and New Zealand. A mouth-watering prospect. This will decide who tops the group and who takes the all-important 2 points through to the Super 8 phase. Good morning, everyone, and finally we can tell you we are going to start on time in around 13 minutes here for this all-important match. It will decide the group. We've already seen Kenya and Canada go at it, and Kenya winning that one easily by 7 wickets. They did it with ease. This one today is vital, and then we have a strong side against a lesser side for the remaining 4 matches. But if England don't get home today, there may well be some nerves on Saturday, March the 24th, when they finally come up against Kenya.
Would you like to swap teams first, gents, or you want to do the toss? Confusion out here. Michael Vaughan's not got the team sheet. The match referee has, so I think we're happy to toss. Heads is the call.
Oh, it's a long one. It's a head.
It is a head. Stephen, you've won the toss, decided to bowl after a little bit of indecision. Overnight rain, the reason for that?
Yeah, a little bit. It was a bit tacky this morning, so we're hoping there might be a little bit in it. Might turn a little bit damp as well, and hopefully get better as the day goes on. Not a lot in it, but if there's an advantage, hopefully we get it early.
Yeah, James Anderson did everything in practice yesterday, bowl, bat and catch with that broken finger, so good news for England. He's come through, he'll swing the ball later, and also 2 spinners.
Batting lineup, so Vaughan at the top, and you're asking big things of Michael Vaughan today. Good start for him, vital.
Yeah, today could be the day. The matchup between Vaughan and Bond, if you remember in that last game in the CB series when Bond got Vaughan out first delivery, so a good start from England needed, and then the likes of Bell, Peterson, Collingwood, Flintoff, that is an explosive middle order.
Yeah, they need a start, and then anything could happen. From New Zealand's point of view, they ummed and ahed this morning, and at the last minute they decided to play Jetan Patel, a second spinner.
Yeah, they changed it. Originally the side included Fulton and Patel wasn't playing, but then I think the sun has dried the pitch out and they've gone for 2 spinners, having seen the way this pitch played a couple of days ago. That's also a side in form, very similar make-ups, very similar cricketers who can do it on the day.
It could be a case of Oram and McMillan and McCullum against the likes of Peterson and Flintoff. Gee, I can't wait for this to start. And I don't think Michael Vaughan can wait either, to be honest.
James Franklin is the man going to start proceedings off for New Zealand. Left arm swing bowler, and given the sticky pitch and the atmosphere, there might be a little bit of swing for him. A no ball, England underway.
Franklin, a swing bowler, and when conditions suit and the ball is swinging, he can be very handy. He's a wicket taker in those conditions. However, he's trying to swing the ball back into the breeze, so that the breeze as he runs in will be going from his into blowing towards his left shoulder from his right side, which doesn't suit the direction he wants to swing the ball.
I think that's an edge. Fantastic start for New Zealand and James Franklin. It wasn't a particularly good delivery. It was a bit wide, and Joyce going for the cut has edged the ball through to McCullum.
It was a bit of a soft dismissal, really, this ball. No real pace, shortish outside the line of off stump. It was there to cut, perhaps not second ball. You can see the bounce a little spongy, and I think that is what has undone Joyce there. It's just bounced a fraction more, perhaps hasn't come onto the bat as he would have wanted, but delight for New Zealand. A massive wicket early on. Ed Joyce gone for no score. England 1 for 1.
Vicious swing.
One of the strengths of Shane Bond, we know that he can bowl quite quickly, but he can swing the ball at pace as well, and he'll swing it in most conditions. Just have a look at this one come back. Swings and then goes with the angle, maybe a little bit of seam back as well. He'll be a threat. He's a threat whenever he bowls. He hasn't played that many games. It's been a stunted career, but every time he plays, he does something. Really, for New Zealand, it's the last 2 games, the 2 games at the bottom of the list there. That'll be wide as well. So ball not swinging when it doesn't swinging. So Bond is allowing for the swing, and when it doesn't, he's just a little wide. Has to be a little bit careful there, so something to think about. So starts this on a line to swing. You can see the release was more up and down. The seam was more up and down, and because of that, it didn't start swinging back.
Terrific shot. That's Michael Vaughan at his very best, fractionally short and quickly onto the ball, pulling it away in front of square. Shot of the morning so far, a delicious off drive from Vaughan. He looks in good touch.
Too paced or not, maybe favouring the bowlers just a little bit early on. A half volley, a long half volley is a long half volley, and we've put away by class players. Vaughan is a class player, and he just put it away with ease. He's played 2 very good strokes so far. A nice pull shot for 4, and now a lovely off drive.
A single to end. Good over for England, 26 for 1.
Edge, and he's gone. Second wicket for New Zealand. Around the bowler. And exactly what they would have wanted, New Zealand. Early wickets. Jacob Oram, the man to strike.
Well, he just got a little bogged down, Ian Bell. 5 runs from 19 deliveries. Went after this, wasn't really there. Khan makes no mistake whatsoever. And Ian Bell is on his way back. England have lost 2 wickets, 30 for 2.
We look at Oram asking, he's asking, and umpire Ralph not interested.
I think this is a good decision. It was a delayed reaction somewhat from behind the stumps. I think he's missed it by a distance, I think.
Misses as good as a mile. Good decision from the umpire, but Oram continuing his good work into his 3rd over. He's taken the wicket of Bell so far, and pulling his fingers across that one. Have to qualify that as a slow ball, well bowled. Peterson down the wicket.
There you go. I don't think anyone's going to catch that. They don't. Kevin Peterson's first boundary.
Well, I think this is what we can call vintage Peterson. Foot, big stride down across the stumps, ball coming in, and a good firm push through mid-on. And he's a big lad, he's using a big bat, so he's going to be 4 runs. He looks as if he's could be well on his way there. Really good shot over mid-on for 4.
Well, he's played this on the length. He was eyeing it up a couple of balls ago. But I think this is the one bowler that if you're an England batsman, you'd want to target. Test him, James Franklin. See how he goes when the spotlight's put on him. Nicely put away.
Good use of the arms by Michael Vaughan. And again, another attempted pull. Bit of a miscue, but the intent was there.
Well, it's beautifully played. That's a top-class adjustment because he was done for a moment here, Kevin Peterson. He started the action and he finished it in style.
Another leg side boundary for Kevin Peterson. His second comes down the ground, the ball on about off stump, but he favours the leg side. All his runs so far in this innings have been down the leg side, and that's good batting.
No, it wasn't that bad a piece of bowling from Oram, and that's why he's so frustrated about it. Just a rueful smile. And again, this time he's been smashed. Now that is a shot of real arrogance and dominance, and a statement indeed.
50 up for England, and what a way to bring it up. Shot of the day from the player in this England side. Not a lot wrong with 2 deliveries, and they've gone 4 fine leg and 4 mid-wicket. Incredible batting.
Well, it's a bit scary, really, if you're on the receiving end. What do you do next? Now, McCullum comes up to the stumps. That's the first thing that happens from a New Zealand point of view. Keeper comes up, which says to Peterson, if you make a mistake, I will have you, if you're looking to go at the bowler. So he plays from the crease, so they counter that. But that's a very good over for England. A strong one, in fact. 52 for 2. Bowled him, he's dragged it on, and the England skipper has made a mistake. The bottom edge off stump goes back, and England have lost their third.
Well, it's bad batting from Michael Vaughan. He doesn't need to play this shot. He's such a class player. We've seen it so many occasions in one-day cricket. It wasn't short enough to pull. Back of the length, really. It didn't even bounce stump high. And Franklin has that crucial wicket. Stephen Fleming's gamble's paid off. The England captain goes for 26. England 52 for 3.
Just getting away through cover, and it was in the air. It's 4 and it's gone past Vincent. Now, is that a moment that New Zealand might rue? 70 for 3 after 20.
Yes, Dave. Yes, Dave.
A little bit of variation there. He just went for the fuller, the flatter one, slightly quicker. But it's something that Daniel Vettori does quite brilliantly, is vary his paces through the air. It's something that Patel is trying to learn. You can see 3 of Peterson's 4 boundaries on the on side.
Well, for orthodox finger spinners like Patel and Vettori, the variations have to be more subtle, don't they? They don't have the big doosra, say, that a Muralitharan has, or the options that a leg spinner has with googlies and top spinners and flippers. So the variations have to be more subtle, both in pace, in flight, and maybe where they bowl from on the crease, the angle of delivery. That's a little bit slower from Patel. Big shot this time, and I think it's paid off. Not the biggest boundaries here in St Lucia. And that 6 brings up the England 100.
There's a number of players around the world, and Peterson is one of them, don't have to get the ball particularly out of the middle or particularly well. I don't think he got that perfectly, and it still went a very long way.
But this time all along the ground. It's good batting. The 6 followed by a single.
He hoists away himself and has excellent placement. 1 bounce 4. So England picking up the pace here. There's a bit of glove punching going on, and after 30 overs it's 112 for 3.
Well, it's a good shot this from Collingwood. He likes to sweep. Took the initial step down, got a good stride in. Used his arms well, got enough bat in it, and shots like that would have eased a bit of pressure on Peterson at the other end. Doesn't need to feel that he has to do all of the scoring. Collingwood himself is pretty much in at the minute. He's on 25 of 43 deliveries.
I think if they get 270, 280, they'll enjoy lunch. Overstepping, so another bonus, and New Zealand have not been good in that department today. And with that, Peterson brings up 50. Crowd are on their feet, because Peterson's promise has come to fruition.
It's been a good innings from Peterson. 73 deliveries it has taken him, and he starts his official World Cup campaign in really good fashion.
Come on, Pig.
And there have been quite a few singles that have gone just either side of the bowler, both against the spinners and against the medium pacers, and it just keeps his score ticking over. It's very difficult to contain him. It's not necessarily scoring boundaries, but he's ticking over. in the back of everybody's minds,
Well now.
his own teammate, New Zealand team, even the fans here, they're all well aware of what he's capable of when he's in.
Oh, that could be brilliant. If that's out, McCullum thinks he's got him. It's a wide in the process, but McCullum would know best. Has Peterson lifted the back foot? Has he dragged it onto the line or in front? And did McCullum do his work quickly enough?
Well, you keep talking about Styrus using everything at his disposal. He went down the leg side. Kevin Peterson, remembering the line belongs to the fielding team. And I think he's just made it. Brilliant piece of work from Brendan McCullum.
Where's the foot on the ground? That's the key. It's momentarily his toe is off the ground. I mean, it's only going to be a frame or half a frame in this. Is the foot on the ground there? It seems it is. It seems as if Peterson has answered it closely and very carefully and just in time. He dragged and then he got back, and I'm sure you're going to hear the cries of delight back in England. If you open up your windows here at the end result of this, yeah, there you go. Chance, and Styrus puts him down. High to his left, but it was one that should have been taken.
Well, Collingwood, a little bit like Peterson, was quite happy there to stand up and hit through the line. Didn't get over it. Styrus just a fraction late getting his hands to it. Ended up just parrying it to his left. And again, another half chance goes.
New Zealand have been pretty good with the ground fielding today. They've missed the run out and a couple of sharp catching opportunities, so that will be an area of disappointment for them. Will it cost them the game? We'll have to see, but Collingwood, who's been in very good touch, gets a life. Out! Off the face of the bat, and Styrus gets him in the end, so it didn't prove that costly. Collingwood goes and England lose their fourth.
Well, it's the breakthrough that New Zealand desperately wanted. Collingwood trying to steer it very fine. He had tried it the shot before, and a bit of a slow delivery and a good take from McCullum. Very good take. There was a good deflection and really good hands there, Smithy.
He goes. There'll be a drink, but Collingwood will be having it in the dressing room. It's 1:33 for 4. Straight away in the air. Here's a chance. He's out first ball. In fact, is it Peterson? It is Peterson on his way. I thought it was Flintoff for a second, but it's even more crucial, and he's just played that chip shot with ease, and all of a sudden he's lost control of it, and Franklin's taken a momentous catch for the New Zealand cause.
Well, you call it, Smithy. They needed this breakthrough, and Peterson, I have to say, obliged them. It was a bit of a nothing shot, but so gratefully accepted from Franklin. New Zealand really happy. He's going to be a very disappointed man, Kevin Peterson. He knows his team needed another partnership. The New Zealand's whooping it up as Peterson goes for 60. England now 133 for 5.
In the air, and he's gone. Flintoff is out. He's been done as well. This has been devastating, the last 5 minutes for New Zealand, and England are on the rack. He was out first ball.
Well, was this a slow ball from Shane Bond? Looked to have had Peterson playing a little bit too early. We'll have a look here at the replay. There it was, rolling his fingers over the top of the seam, inducing a shot too early from Andrew Flintoff. Styrus again in the action, gratefully taking the catch. A happy Shane Bond, a happy New Zealand, as England lose Andrew Flintoff at 134 for 6.
Big A. Yes, lads. Good, boys. Loving our work here, Piggy.
Another game being played today in St Kitts.
Come on, Scotty, chipping
More
over,
rain this
mate.
morning
Come on,
over
lads.
there. Delayed start,
Sit in
40
there,
over
boys.
match. South Africa 48 for 1. Graham Smith 27 not out against the Dutch. There's another catch. Has he gone? Yes, he has. Styris has another wicket.
Well, England's woes continue. They got themselves back into a good position. And then suddenly, it's all gone wrong. Good take, well bowled. Dalrymple's on his way. And England are in terrible shape. He's gone for 3, it's 138 for 7.
It's a good shot from Paul Nixon. That's the extra pace. And England have needed a boundary for a while.
Waited for this. As you say, the extra pace. Gets it away well. Placed nicely, actually. Very well placed.
Good shot from Nixon. He'll have to watch out for that Yorker. Shane Bond has tried him with 2 Yorkers already. Boundary. That's a good one. Straight down the ground. That eases the pressure. Plunkett can bat and has his first boundary.
Well, that's exactly what was needed. It brings the 150 up. He showed glimpses, didn't he, in Australia, that it was just coming back and his confidence with the bat was growing. Well, this won't hurt him. Good shot.
One more, boys, one more.
Signs that this is not too bad a pitch when a number 9 can come in and hit down the ground. That's good batting, excellent batting. Get the 4, take the single. Over to you, Paul Nixon. Now of England's 50s broken down. First one took 92, second 82, and the third 86. So pretty slow progress.
Monty Panesar might have some work to do with the bat, but more importantly with the ball when England come out into the field. I'd say along with Flintoff, he's a man to rely on. Plunkett down the ground. It's a good shot. He's hit it sweetly and he's hit it all the way.
Perhaps Nixon has decided he'll look to bat 50 and the players that are with him are to attack. Perhaps that's the plan if it is. And it's Plunkett's job. First strike to him, and a good strike. Down the wicket, got to the pitch, picked it up.
Good work from Vittori off his own bowling. 9 from the over, 171 for 7. Reverse swept, he's finally got hold of one. He's tried it 3 times, he's failed to connect with a couple, but this one goes all the way.
Oh, if you're a bowler, these wicket keepers can be frustrating to bowl to with these sort of shots. They love getting it square of the wicket. They love playing their sweeps, the reverse sweep, the normal sweep, improvising. So many of these keepers are good at it, and that's played very well.
Well, Nixon doesn't mind pace on the ball because he can play this stroke. He goes again. Doesn't connect this time. Driven, the man has gone squarer because of Nixon reverse sweeping, and that's good smart batting from the left-hander with the man square playing the ball that was full. He's driven it in front of square for 4 more.
Clever batting. He deserved that. He just changed his plan. Instead of looking to go with the sweep, this time he waited for the full ball, gave himself just an inkling of room to free it up for himself.
Useful over for England. 12 from it, 187 for 7. Not out. There's a big shout. Maybe just going down the leg side. There's all kinds of confusion. Plunkett wanted the single in the end. He did about 4 or 5 turns on a length. And in the end of it all, there's no wickets and no runs from that delivery.
Oh, it's a circus. An entertaining one at that. Big yell for Abu Dhabi. Probably could have been missing leg stump. Definitely worth a yell. Plenty of angle there. Didn't straighten enough. Then there was a mix-up. Vincent threw it. Patel wasn't behind the stumps. Couldn't gather it. Then they thought, can we get an overthrow? Luckily, Oram was up and in and thinking. No run.
Yes, Dave. Brilliant, mate.
Fleming has set the field deep now in the inner circle. Should have been his last ball, but Asad Rauf raises his arm to signal a no ball. It's also gone for 4. A sloppy cricket from Patel, who's done so well up to this point in the over. Good batting from Paul Nixon.
Oh, I put the commentator's curse on him, haven't I, Michael? I said it'll be his last ball, so what does he do? He overstrides. Perhaps just trying too hard to bowl it too flat, too full, or get it full. And the extra effort overstriding now. Pressure back on Patel.
Consecutive boundaries for Paul Nixon. England lifted at the end of their innings by this excellent partnership between Nixon and Plunkett, who've done it together before. It's 200 for 7 now, and we have 1 over remaining. Final delivery is mishit to extra cover. It just brings Liam Plunkett and England a single. So after 50 overs, England score 209 for 7. And New Zealand will require 210 to win this game. England will feel they're certainly 30 or 40 shy of where they would like to be. But Liam Plunkett and Paul Nixon have given them a little bit of hope and a little bit of momentum as we move into the second half of this game. So New Zealand will need 210 to win.
Thanks, Jimmy. The England team, led by captain Michael Vaughan, make their way out onto the pitch. They've given themselves a chance. There's an edge. And that's the wicket. The breakthrough England wanted. Lou Vincent has gone. .23 years old, Ross Taylor. One to watch, I think. Saw him this winter and looked very impressive. Average of just under 40. 19 matches, almost 600 runs. Strike rate's healthy though, 84. There's a best already of 128 not out. Also got 100 in that recent Chapel Hadley series that New Zealand won 3-0. Edged and caught. What a magnificent catch. Andrew Flintoff at second, well, wide first slip. Takes a terrific catch. What a start for England. They're back in this game and they're back in it big time. New Zealand 3 for 2. Ross Taylor makes his way back to the pavilion. A good catch, Jimmy.
Oh, this is superb cricket. Good swing bowling from Plunkett, inducing the drive, and Flintoff simply superb. Absolutely fantastic catching at first slip from Andrew Flintoff, and there you see it. Ross Taylor, he has to depart. New Zealand 3 for 2.
Three for 2. Scott Starris is the man who's made his way out to the middle. Well, we said that England had given themselves a chance. And sadly for everyone, they had the power cut here. You missed the first over. Jimmy Anderson struck in that over. Liam Plunkett has done exactly the same in his first over. Good line. Up there, give it a chance to swing. extra slip fielders come in now. But some things are worth having another look at. Jimmy, have another look at this.
Well, this is just superb athleticism from Flintoff. Both feet off the ground, parallel, middle of the right hand, and England really happy for that wicket. It really puts them back in this game after fighting superbly in the last 15 overs when they were batting. And these two young swing bowlers are doing it for England at the minute.
It's a good shot. And it's going to go all the way, that. Beats the infield. Beats Michael Vaughan. The first boundary of the innings. 7 for 2. It's a good shout. Has it done enough? Now, it's got to come back. Has it come back enough? Pitch is in line. Oh, it's tight, that, you know.
That is
tight.
close. That is close. That could have gone either way for me. A lot of New Zealand hearts would have been in the mouths in that dressing room, hoping that the finger didn't come up. It didn't.
It's under it, and it's taken. That's the third wicket. England have got rid of Stephen Fleming. Ed Joyce has taken the catch. Not easy. Kept his eye on it, took it well.
But these two young seamers are answering the captain's call here. You see Jimmy Anderson putting it in short. Fleming going for the pull shot, not getting over it, getting a bit of a splice. It went high, and Joyce running backwards took what in the end was a fairly comfortable catch. Jimmy Anderson waiting, watching, and he's a happy man. So at the end of the 5th over, Stephen Fleming departs for 7. It's 19 for 3.
Craig McMillan is the man out there. Lots of experience, 188 matches, and he's in good form. And New Zealand chased that big total down against Australia. He made 117, and he came in when his side was in a little bit of trouble there. Well, they're in trouble here. Driven down the ground. No need to run for that. That's 4 from the moment it left the bat. So Miller has taken the game back to England. It's 27 for 3. Nicely driven down the ground. Over pitched. Has to be put away. He's in good form, Craig McMillan. And he's shown that since he's arrived at the crease. Prepared to attack. An interesting game. England have got off to the perfect start. Can New Zealand come back?
Good shot. Not a particularly good delivery. It was short from Anderson. And that was sweetly struck from Scott Styris. Of all the New Zealand batsmen we've seen so far, he looks in the best touch.
Yes, you're right. Convincing shots from Styris since he's been at the crease.
Good shot. Terrific stroke from Styris. It's not an easy pitch to play that shot on, as we saw when Michael Vaughan dragged the ball onto off stump. But that's the 3rd time now Styris has picked off James Anderson.
Too short from Anderson. Pitch is slow. So much time to really adjust and wait. And Styris, out of all the batsmen, including Kevin Peterson, on show today, Styris looks in the best order. Even his defensive shots look good, and England need to get him.
Yeah, he's a punchy, pugnacious player, Scott Styris, very competitive. And he looks in very decent touch here, 26 not out from just 28 balls. That was sweetly struck as well, but Jamie Dalrymple up to the task. Himself room again. That's a crunching stroke through the offside. Craig McMillan as positive as ever. It ends the 13th over, 8 from it, 63 for 3.
In the air, and that's a loose delivery. It's beautifully chipped away. A drop kick from McMillan. Poor line, 50 partnership for these two, and New Zealand are racing on. This will be taken. Panesar's going to win it straight away. It is taken. McMillan has given in early here, and Panesar is jumping as high as you can, as often as you can. And they're all jumping. McMillan has brought England back into the match at a time where he didn't need to do it.
We'll talk about there wouldn't be a draw. It's been a thrashing in favour of this man here. Panesar, perfectly pitched. McMillan trying to go over the offside, but the ball got too leg side for him. Cramped it for room because all he could do was just spoon it in the air. Dalrymple takes the catch comfortably. Panesar with that customary jump of joy in the air. McMillan is out. He's out for 27. It's 72 for 4.
72 for 4, and Jacob Oram is the new player for New Zealand, all 6'6" of him. He is an immensely strong man, but a different role to play here. Michael Vaughan feels as if Panesar has given him a real lifeline, so he's going full on the attack here. He's got a slip, and he's brought himself in close. That's beaten everybody. I don't know where Paul Nixon was going. Ball was always heading outside off stump. This will be 2 byes, because Nixon looked as if he was going to try and field the sweep shot off the blade. He just disappeared.
Well, he's looking to evade the ball there, Jacob Oram. It's gone through between Nixon and Collingwood. Leg byes have been signalled.
It's good aggressive bowling. Banged in, which takes a lot of effort on this deck. Played pretty well in the end. Gets inside it. Just gets enough body on it. Just off the back arm, I think, to go away for 4.
Yep. 19 overs gone then, 83 for 4 is the score.
There he goes.
And sooner or later, Jacob Oram was going to try and break the shackles. He's done so with a 6. Didn't try and overhit it. Kept his shape and timed the ball nicely away.
Well, I just had a feeling something was about to happen.
It's a nice shot, isn't it? It just timed it away, really. Didn't wasn't quite there, but just kept his nerve and kept his shape to the shot. Long on has been put in place, and now that mid on has dropped back, and that just creates a bigger gap on the leg side, either side of straight mid wicket. Scott Styris sweeping the ball away. I think that's a good bit of fielding from Kevin Peterson. I think he did well, but he's going to just tell Asad Rauf to check with the third umpire that the ball didn't touch the rope.
It looked an excellent piece of fielding, but technology, lose it. Sides is going to dive now. He knows he can't do it. No, it's actually hit the rope. Probably wouldn't have known that, but it's actually hit the rope and bounced back.
Why doesn't he just tell the umpire it's 4? Can't expect to get away with that, surely, unless he just didn't see as he rolled over and dived. But it's a terrific shot from Scott Styris and a boundary that brings up 50. Played well today, Scott Styris. Looked in really good touch with a few batsmen to time the ball from the moment he came to the crease. 52 from 71 balls, 6 fours. but has to see things through now for New Zealand. His job not yet done. Some spin for Dalrymple down the leg side. Asaf Ralph signalling a wide. I'm not so sure Dalrymple was particularly happy. I think he might have thought it just brushed Styris's thigh pad.
Edge, and it's just gone wide of Paul Nixon. There's no slip in place, and Oram gets away with one here.
Well, it does beg the question, if you're bringing him back to get a wicket, does he get a slip? Didn't have one here, and Oram, a mishit, would have gone straight to first slip, and the end result is 4 more to Oram, 4 more to New Zealand. Heartbreak for England at the minute. They desperately need to break this partnership.
Yeah, you always gamble as a captain. He has got a catch area. He himself is in there close. He's in there at short extra cover. And Oram picks up another single in that direction. And you curse yourself as a captain. You think it's unlikely that they'll defend this in terms of time, England. So they've really got to bowl New Zealand out.
Leading into today's game.
That's a terrific shot off the back foot. In fact, that's going to race away for 4. Wonderful blow from Oram. So I was going to say something else, but I won't. It's 135 for 4, and describe this one, Jimmy.
Well, apart from the fact that he stands at about 6'5", it almost looked like a Brian Lara shot. He was quite happy just to rock back on his back foot and just use his arms, and he used them very, very well. Big man hits it very hard, and there Jimmy Anderson probably trying to compensate just a little bit too much to leg, and good running from New Zealand.
Well, these are the overs that really hurt England, because the total now coming down all the time. It's now 73 required. Time isn't a problem. Plenty of deliveries in hand. They so badly need the breakthrough.
On the air, and has he gone? No, he's been put down. What a chance. Is that the chance? Short extra cover. Kevin Pietersen diving forward.
Well, it didn't go particularly quickly, and it's a catch that should have been taken. A big moment in the game, this. A really big moment.
End of the over, 149 for 4. Kevin Pietersen started his international career dropping a few chances. He's put that right over the last year or so, but this was a definite chance. Should be taken.
And judging by Kevin Pietersen's reaction, he knows the importance of the moment. Going away to his right, 2 hands to it, just a little bit hit high up on his right hand.
That's flicked away fine. Was there bat involved? Byes or wides? We shall have a look. It's wides.
Slightly quicker from Panesar, but misdirected down the leg side. Nixon, who has kept well, it must be said, for England since he's come into the side, just can't get down the leg side quick enough. And in the last couple of overs, we've seen 4 wides, we've seen 4 overthrows. Just get the feeling that things are slipping away from England here. They need a wicket, and they need it quickly.
It's flicked away fine as well. It's been a good 10 minutes or so here for New Zealand with the overthrows and the wides. Momentum's building. 171 for 4 now. Just 39 needed.
Come on, boys. Morning. Come on, strength in time. Come on, come on.
Another sweep. Just the one this time. Another good over for New Zealand. 9 runs off of it. 172 for 4. Jacob Oram on 49. Just knocks it to mid-on and gets a 50, a very calm, very calculated, risk-free 50 for Jacob Oram.
Yeah, he's been impressive today. Slow start, circumspect start. The 50 has come in 68 deliveries. So strike rate pretty good, 73, not as quick as usually would see from Jacob Oram, but that's because of the situation. Very impressive today. The innings has spoken volumes for his temperament, for the way that he handles pressure.
One. Asking the question, Jacob Oram to the umpire, 2 or 1 left. Rudy tells him 1 left. End of the over end for Monty Panesar, 10 overs, 1 for 47. A mid-on and a deep square leg, but no one in front of square. And he goes for it in that region. The gamble was taken and Styris took the bait and hit it away for 4.
Well, it's terrific batting from Styris. Just played calmly and coolly. Forced the England captain to take a gamble. Pick the right delivery, right length, the right line, and just swing it away with the spin. No risk, really. Hitting with the spin, no man out there. Hits it sweetly. Good cricket.
That's wider, and that's excellent batting. Thrown up, and Scott Styris is playing an innings that could well take New Zealand over the line.
Just a sign of that inconsistency that I talked about from Dalrymple, tossing the ball up but offering too much width. You see there are plenty of revolutions on the ball, but there's enough width really for Styris just to throw his arms at the ball. So it's good batting, and New Zealand closing in rapidly on the target now, 188 for 4.
This partnership now worth 116. It's the highest 5th wicket partnership for New Zealand against England, beating the Crowe brothers, who got 86 at Old Trafford.
Yes.
He's done well to get that and to hit it as well as that. This game is coming to a conclusion. 197 for 4.
Running.
Monty!
Hit Monty.
Well, Kevin Peterson took evasive action there. Monty nearly got him. It's 199 for 4.
Peterson wasn't overly impressed with this. The run out was never on, but Monty realised he'd been caught out. He'd been caught on his heels too deep. Thought he'd throw it at stumps anyway, and nearly took his mate out.
He needs 2 more hits and we all go home. Change the ball. They threw it straight to the umpires. I think it might have a little cut in it or a tear.
They often change the ball. You can see there how discoloured they get, and quite often 3/4 of the way through an innings that they will look to get a whiter ball, find a whiter one, which just makes it easier on the batting side to pick it up. The difference has been when New Zealand regained the momentum after being in trouble through Styris, through Oram, they haven't allowed England back into the game. They've built on what they've earned, and they've turned a dicey situation and taken it all the way through to a winning situation. And that's what good sides will do. They will identify those crucial periods in a match. They will know how to absorb pressure, and when it's their turn to put pressure on, they will heap it on.
And one other piece of advice I give the England side is practice the toss. because I actually do. I do actually believe, in all seriousness, that I think today's toss was actually a big advantage, because I think all day long we've all been sat here, what is a good score? I don't think anyone's really come to a concrete decision on that. So when you're chasing down a total and you've done well and you feel 200, right, great, we know what we've got to do over a period of 50 overs, I think it makes the equation a little easier. So yeah, the toss was quite crucial, I think, on this pitch. But having said that, at the end of the day, New Zealand have outplayed England. It's as simple as that.
Well, when Collingwood and Peterson were at the crease, I thought they got England into a situation to post a very good score, to post 250, which would really take some chasing. But they just... He played a poor shot. Peterson, the man on screen there, played a poor shot in a very poor situation, and gave the initiative back to the opposition.
Well, Collingwood got out, and then Bond was brought straight back into the attack, and he does his job because Peterson then holds out. I think, in fairness, he'll tell you he's trying to hit it square, but he's out. And that's well, not out the ground, but it's gone at a fair old rate of knots to the boundary fence. Smashed. Just 6 more runs then.
Orum's wagon wheel today shows a lot of balls work square of the wicket, and when he has gone down the ground, he's been looking to hit it hard out of the ground. Well, this he didn't look to hit out of the ground, he looked to hit through the pickets. Smashed through them. He has fair belted that.
They might look for 2 here as well. They do. It's good running. Now just a boundary away. Checking Oram. He's moved on to 59 now. And this partnership has moved on to 134 from just 154 balls. But yeah, if you go back to that England innings and you talk about when Peterson, Collingwood, yeah, they both got out. Then there's some clever bowling, I thought, to get rid of Flintoff first up, a slower ball. That can happen. With first ball, he's deceived. Well, this could be it. Monty Panesar might just get there. No, he won't. Doesn't get there. New Zealand have won this second match in Group C here in St Lucia. The celebrations will start, but what a magnificent partnership these two boys have put together. Absolutely magnificent. Jacob Oram and Scott Styris have seen their team home. They were in trouble, but they have put an almost faultless partnership together.
Yeah, handshakes all around for the New Zealand camp. They started their 2007 World Cup campaign here in the Caribbean off to the best possible start. They have the points against England. If they go through, and they would expect to go through to the Super 8s, they will carry those points through. A great start. This is what they wanted. These were the heavyweights. This was the heavyweight clash in this group. It came early in the group, and New Zealand have the result they dearly wanted.
Now, quick look at the mini card again. New Zealand winning the toss this morning, putting England in. England off to a shaky start, recovered well in the middle, but then lost quick wickets, and the tail wagged, gave them a chance, but they were always outplayed by New Zealand today. They got quick wickets, but New Zealand rallied, and that final partnership of 138 from 155 balls got New Zealand home comfortably, winners by 6 wickets.